Yo, man, it's got to be that real hip-hop feel, man. Get these levels right. All right, something like... You will now go back to when rap music had hard beats, when it was called hip-hop.
Live in the Cipher! Wednesday night, gotta get it right. Live in the Cipher, chills on the mic. You got cash, I'm worth it, pay me. You can't outfox me, so say that for Jamie. BKS1radio.com. Hot like 5 kids, so ring the alarm. Got the industry corner with our own damn opinions. No Serato, it's authentic. When late night is spinning, the truth, the real. Hip-hop ain't dead, and if it was, we resurrected it. It's back to the essence, the bare essential. Storm Norm is the leader, we call him the general. Smooth P and Ghost, we rate and review. So if you're scared to spit the 16, don't come through. Ooh! Represent the real hip-hop. Represent the real hip-hop. Represent the real hip-hop. Make sure you tune in every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for the hottest hip-hop show on the net, live in the Cipher, baby. You got my man, Chill Mr. Keep It Real, Ladies Love, Smooth P, Short Fuse, DJ Late Night, and your man, Storm Norm the General, on BKS1Radio.com, where we represent the real hip-hop.
Up.
What up? Yo,
clap it up.
Test, 1, 2, I got you.
The official Live in the Cipher show. Yeah, boy, when I tell you, we are going to talk about some things, right?
Yes, sir.
This is the most intelligent hip-hop show ever.
Period.
Because it's not just about hip-hop music.
Yeah.
When we do Live in the Cipher.
All right.
We're going to talk about certain things going on in the entertainment industry, certain stories, certain social issues, everything on the Live in the Cipher show. Now, look, the squad is in the building, man. Look, man, you already know my man right here. DJ Smooth P
in the building.
In the building.
Salute. Clap it up for myself.
Yeah. My man right here. Can't get no realer than this dude right here. My man Chill.
Yes.
Mr. Keep It Real.
Yeah.
Clap it up.
Let me give myself love. No doubt.
I'm humbly, I'm that host from the Man Cave Morning Show. Yeah. Storm Norm, the General. Salute to you all.
Yes.
I like this.
Now, oh yeah. It's going to be interesting, because we want y'all to keep it 100. Several things to talk about going on in the hip-hop world. First and foremost, squad, what's good? How y'all doing?
Good.
Yo, good now.
Salute.
That's all good. Rainy, and let me just say this real quick. Peace to everybody, and prayers go out to everybody, please. In North Carolina, I heard that storm is rolling in. I pray that people could, and we got family. A lot of people got family in the Carolinas.
Yes.
So I pray safety to everybody and their family and everybody down there. Listen, get out. You know what I'm saying? Pick the valuable things that you need, but at the end of the day, I want you to be safe. So hopefully you guys evacuated. That's all I'm saying.
No doubt. Shout out to William McDonald. Shout out to Glenn Gray. Shout out, Glenn G. Antonio Grimace on the check-in. Philip Brown on the check-in. Barb on the check-in. Sandy B. Renata.
Spank, I see you.
Yes. Spanky Ware on the check-in. Spank, what's good, family?
Peace.
Oh, we're going to talk about some things today, so y'all going to want to share this out. Trust me, it ain't, it's hip-hop, but we're going to talk about some issues. All right, you don't know what it is. Again, the Live in the Cipher show. Salute to you all. Let's go right into it, man. A lot been going on in hip-hop. First and foremost, rest in peace to Mac Miller.
Wow.
Rest in peace to Mac Miller.
Very
we salute
young, man.
you. We applaud you for your contribution to hip-hop. Rest in heaven, my dude. Now, it was reportedly said that Mac Miller left behind a sizable fortune.
Interesting.
Sizable.
Yeah.
Keyword fortune. All right, and guess who reported that? Forbes reported that.
Okay.
And so let's talk about this, man. So he left this earth, and let's see what happened right here. Let's read. Let's see what's going on right here. All right, so let's read this. Mac Miller reportedly died with a sizable amount of money, according to Celebrity Net Worth. Miller left behind a fortune worth around $9 million.
Wow.
All right. The Pittsburgh-bred artist made history in 2011 when he released his debut album, Blue Slide Park. It marked the first independently distributed debut to nab the covered #1 spot on the Billboard 200 since 1995, when the Dog Pound released Dog Food.
Wow.
All right. Miller's label at that time, Rostrum Records, had a deal in place with iTunes that required them to pay the streaming platform just 25% of the album's earnings, and they got to split the rest.
Wow.
So again,
That's a good deal, right?
He left a sizable amount, $9 million.
I mean, not $9 million ain't nothing to cry about. But that ain't a lot of money.
That's
Considering where you came from,
I'll
P,
take it.
That's a lot of money to
P.
you.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
I'll
money
take
to
it.
Chill. That's a lot of money to me. And check it out. After he parted ways with the imprint, Miller signed a deal with Warner Brothers for a reported $10 million. All right. The 26-year-old crafted 5 studio albums, including last month's Swimming, which all debuted in the top 5. Over the years, Miller became the youngest MC to earn a spot on Forbes Hip Hop Cash Kings list several years in a row. Miller died on Friday, September 7th, from a suspected drug overdose.
Yeah, man.
Scores of fans and peers took to social media to express their grief.
Yeah.
Now, $9 million is nothing to sneeze at.
No, I'll
it-
take it. I'll make it work.
And considering, let's keep it real, where he came from, he grinded. He is truly a now generation product. He didn't, when he first came out, it was all about the internet. His grind, his hustle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Getting the views. And obviously what I'm learning with this generation is views and,
It's
and
everything.
likes is everything.
Yeah.
And he generally came from that. And he's one of this generation's success stories. And one thing I do want to say is that I know for a fact that his first album I checked out, him as an MC, he had lyrics too. He wasn't a quote unquote mumble rapper.
Nah.
You want to say that. And the other thing about him, he was real with it, because allegedly, not even allegedly, he said himself that, you know, he was dealing with issues with drugs. That's a real thing, man. It really is, and especially when you're young.
Yeah. Well, you know what it is? This younger generation, this millennial generation, when it comes down to having fun and trying new things, like they're so wide open to try anything. Like
Facts.
if it stimulates them, they're gonna like this K2 or K, whatever this new shit that's out that got people dying and going crazy all over the place. I mean, like they possess. Like, what if you seen somebody on this stuff before, right? And you seen what it does to them. What in your right mind would ever make you say, "Yeah, I want to be like that"? Like, literally, I don't know if you guys have ever seen videos of people on this stuff, but literally, they looking like they're possessed. They're rolling around, they flipping, they getting up, they look crazy. You know what I'm saying? So what would make you want to do that? But this younger generation, they're real fixed on, you know, they're high. They're getting high is way different.
But P, I'm gonna say this: drugs is always been a major part of the industry.
Yes.
Whether you're talking,
they're getting more dangerous. So
oh,
that's the problem.
absolutely. But the fear, it almost seems like they're in bed together.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go back to Janis Joplin. You can go back to people like my man from the Doors. Rock and roll is allegedly always Rick James.
Yeah.
I mean, drugs have always been prevalent. When you're successful, it's almost like it's accepted. So, and as we just learned about in the Bobby Brown story, and for people that watched that, it was prevalent.
Abuse of drugs took a lot of great talent out of here, man. And that's when you abuse them. It took a lot of great talent out of him. Come on, man. Mac Miller, what, 26 years old?
Man, listen, I lost a son to it. Matter of fact, it'll be 2 years next month on the 9th that I lost my son to a drug overdose like I said, putting this stuff together in their system, not realizing what they're doing.
And also the sad thing, not all these drugs are recreational. Some people getting hooked on opioids, like different things to keep them up, so forth. So what we got?
Let's take this call. This might be our guest right here. Caller from the 904. State your name, where you calling from. You on the Live in the Cipher show.
Hello?
Hello? You on the Live in the Cipher show. What's good?
Yo, what's good? This is Spanky, Coalition Force.
Spank, what's good, man? Welcome to the show, fam. What's going on?
What's up, my brethren? How y'all feeling?
Chilling, my dude. Chilling.
We chilling. You know how it is.
We sitting here talking about, you know what I'm saying? First of all, we just paying homage to Mac Miller, and everything, and you know, we saying our condolences and everything like that. But we also talking about how he left a sizable fortune, you know what I'm saying, when he departed and everything. You got any words on Mac Miller?
I do. Now, y'all know when I call in when there's a situation, you know, it gets deep.
All right,
let's get it.
But before we get into that situation, I want to know. I know I saw the flyer. I'm not watching the show. I'm driving. I just checked in to make sure y'all was on. But is Mike Hands there?
No, he's actually calling in.
He's not here. He's calling in.
Okay, when he do call in, make sure you know I salute him. That's my bro, and I appreciate, you know what I'm saying, everything he done, and you know my prayers is out to him.
Salute.
Mike Hands.
Yes. Talk about
it. Now, Mac Miller, like, I understand how everybody feel about what's going on in a situation like that, but you know, like I said, my feelings and how I feel about the situation, you know what I'm saying, he ended his own life. You follow me? Because he could have got help. He could have went into rehab. You know what I'm saying? My condolences to his family, absolutely. But I don't think that, you know what I'm saying, that we should make him look like he's some type of legend or he's somebody of, he took his own life. And, you know, we have the own situation. We have the situation where, you know, Michael Jackson was using, you know what I'm saying, whatever he was doing. He took his own life. You know what I'm saying? Because these people would still be here with us if they wasn't abusing what they was abusing.
Right.
Now, you follow me? So, do I feel sad that he's gone? No. Wow. Do I, like personally, do I care that he's gone? No.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? That's just my personal.
Wow.
Like I said, condolences to his family. But no, I don't. It's not like something I'm gonna like. Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna sleep tonight because he died. It's not like he died from that cause. It's not like he died. Somebody killed him.
Wow.
He died because he was using drugs.
Now, Spank, let me. I'm gonna cut you off just for a sec, and I want to bring this in.
Stop it.
Because me and my wife, right, we was talking the other day, and I had brought up just an example. I was like, if someone you knew went to prison, I asked my wife that. I said, if someone you knew went to prison, would you have any sympathy? If it was a family member or whatever. So she was like, no, because it was their fault for what they did that got them in prison. So I have no sympathy for them. Now I get where you coming from.
I'm not gonna say fault. I'm gonna say that was their decision.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Because they knew what they was going to do before they did it. It's like, come on, y'all. At the end of the day, now let's keep it 100. At the end of the day, we all knew what we did when we was younger.
Yeah.
We took that risk.
But I don't know, and like I said, I don't know what was the exact drug he took, whether it was recreational, and from all accounts, it seems like it may have been a recreational drug. Someone like Michael Jackson and Elvis Presley, like them dudes was taking things that they were using to stay up. Prince even, allegedly. Those kind of things I have sympathy for, because even if you're taking that, you're not knowing. Some of these doctors are prescribing it. You assume that, wow, this doctor's giving me. Now listen, lean and all the other stuff that I see a lot of these young dudes drinking and just doing, and rest in peace, Fredo Santana from Chicago. Lean basically killed him. You know what I'm saying? So with what Mac Miller did, I just have you're right. Is he a legend? But no, probably not. Is he on a Tupac, on a Biggie? No. But still, Spank, for what he did at that young age, he was one of the now generation. I was just saying this to P and Storm. He was one of the now generation's good examples of how to build on the internet, and he made his mark. He ain't had no label when he first started. He built the fan base.
You're 100% right.
You know what I mean?
You're 150% right. But what is he showing the people for what he's done?
What
is he showing? Okay, yeah, he had good music. Yeah, he got interviews with this person. Yeah, he got songs with this person. Yeah, he's doing this and doing that. But you also was using drugs.
Yeah.
Bruh, you know what I'm saying? I have my little drink.
Yeah.
But one thing I don't do is drugs.
Well, let's be real. I'm sorry. Let me say.
And I teach, and I got my kids, and I'm teaching them the same thing. Don't follow these motherfuckers that's out here. Excuse my French, but don't follow these rappers that you see drinking lean, and because not like majority of the people out here, like some of these artists are sniffing coke, and you don't even know it.
Yeah. Well, let's be real. Let's be real about it.
And Grand G said, "What is recreational drugs?" Exactly.
Let's be real about
those things. What's a recreational drug that possibly killed this man? Let's be 100.
When I say recreational, what I'm saying is drugs that are used in terminology
not prescribed
for
by
fun.
doctors,
Like the average person, when you go to a party, if you have a beer, you thinking, I'm going to drink the beer so I can get intoxicated to have a little bit of fun. Now, I take blood pressure medicine. That's not a recreational drug.
No,
that's a prescribed drug.
Right.
Cocaine.
Right.
Ain't nobody taking coke to get over cancer or something like that. They taking that to enjoy themselves. So that's what I mean by recreational.
You label as a recreational.
All right.
That's
you know
what I'm saying. Go ahead.
Let me tell you this situation right here. I think I honestly just changed the person's life, and I hope he's listening right now. I just shot a video. We just shot a video for my artist that was just there a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
And, you know, I'm not going to say no names.
Yeah.
But it was an intern that I took under the belt and said, hey, matter of fact, he was there. Okay. And you know who I'm talking about. We're not going to say no names.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Now,
absolutely.
back to reality. I spoke to the intern, because y'all heard me say it several times. Spoke to the intern and said, bruh, whoa, what's wrong with you? Yo, I took this. I said, what is that? It's opioid.
Wow.
Go the fuck home. I don't need you in my camp.
Yeah.
I feel you, and I respect you for your belief and everything. Go ahead, Storm.
No. And real quick, I rock with you. I rock with you on that, bro. The fact you told him to go home.
Yes.
But let's not. You know what I'm saying? I cannot say I don't feel sorry for somebody or whatever. You know, because they died of a drug overdose, right? I can't say that. So now, listen. So you talking about somebody that either killed herself or committed suicide. That's one thing. Now, do I feel sorry? Do I feel sorry for somebody that committed suicide and took their own life? Because I look at life like this. Life is a gift.
Yeah.
Life is a gift from the Almighty. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's something you're supposed to treat. You know what I'm saying?
Cherish.
Accordingly.
Yeah.
And cherish. You're supposed to cherish life. You know, so I feel different about people that take their own life by suicide and somebody that dies over a drug overdose unintentional. Okay. You know, so my thing is, we don't know what demons Mac Miller was dealing with, right? We don't know what demons he was dealing with. We don't know if he could handle his success. And a lot of artists, let's keep it 300. When they rise that quickly, to fame and everything, and they got all this money or whatever like this, some of them don't know how to handle it. So their coping mechanism, it sometimes turns to drugs and all types of things, alcohol abuse.
It pretty much. No, you're right. And it pretty much turns into like a depression.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, y'all remember me when I first started with this whole music situation. Okay, I was nobody. Now it's like when I go places, people recognize who I am. Oh, yo, ain't you such and such? Hey, yo, but I seen you with such and such. Aren't you doing this and aren't you doing that? And I'm gonna tell you like this. Y'all know I got a I don't know if y'all know, but I got a transportation business.
Yes.
So now, at the end of the day, you know, 'cause the music shit is never promised, and I tell everybody that you always need to have a backup.
Plan B.
Okay. But at the end of the day, I got the transportation business. But I'm letting somebody else handle that so I can focus on my artists, of course, my crew, and everything like that. Okay? And I'm getting recognized every time I go. But now I'm doing absolutely nothing. I'm bored. And I sit here and I call my man DJ Tarzan. I call my man Mr. Rogers. I call y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I honestly, and I'm bored. But I'm not doing no drugs. I'm not taking no opioids. I'm not sniffing no dope.
Good.
And that's good. You know what? But that's from your perspective. Go ahead,
I hate to say it, Spank, but you're a rarity in this industry, and I think you know that. Because let's be real about it. I mean, in the entertainment industry, drug use and drug abuse is rampant. Like it's kind of like they look at you funny if you ain't getting high.
And can I tell you something? And this is real talk. Now, I won't put no names on blast, but somebody that was very, very high profile that I used to deal with and everything, and I used to be at their estate in the whole nine and do some work for or whatever. I seen the drug use go on or whatever like that, but they knew I didn't do drugs. So once they found out that I didn't do drugs, I get my drink on, I do my beer, I do my whatever little sippy sip, and that's it. That's as far as I ever went. But once they found out I didn't do drugs, I was no longer a part of the circle.
Facts.
Do y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Once they found out Norm did not get high and do drugs, I was no longer a part of the circle. They put me in the, you work in the studio, you work the boards, you go in there and mix the sessions and engineer this, whatever like that. You can't hang with us because basically you don't.
And you know what? And you know what? And at the end of the day, you could potentially have been a liability. You know what I'm saying? That's how they're looking at it. Because you know what? That's like, we go to a bank, right?
Yeah, you can expose them. You can expose them. You can hurt their career.
Exactly. You and Chill go to rob a bank, and I'm like, nah, I'm just going to stand outside. I ain't got nothing to do with it. You look at it like, nah, nigga, you coming inside too.
True.
Because if we rob the bank, you going to rob the bank because you ain't going to turn around and tell that we robbed the bank.
Now, so my thing is, and we got to call in. Hold on, hold on, Spank. Yeah. We're gonna caller from the 347. State your name when you calling from, and you're on the live in the Cipher show. What's good? Caller from the 347. Caller from the 347 area code. Going once. Going twice. This our guest, Mike Hands.
Mike Hands.
Okay. All right. So anyway, back to Spank. And I'm gonna read.
Now, like I said, but it's still at the end of the day, is my opinion on the mic.
Oh, no doubt. You entitled to that.
That's my opinion. Like I said, I condolences to his family. I'm sorry he's gone. But in reality, I don't think honestly we're gonna know what he took that made him OD on what happened.
And there's always speculation because there was speculation that he was dating that other young lady that almost OD'd for a period of time.
But you know what it is, though?
Demi, no, was it not
Demi Lovato?
No,
but
Ariana Grande.
Look at some of the interviews.
Ariana Grande.
But bro, we all of us is from the hood.
Yeah.
Okay? And if you look at some of the interviews and some of the situations that he was in, that's a smack deal. That's just me. That looked like some straight up smack.
It might be.
But listen, Spank, my whole thing, bro, it might be smack, man. It may be heroin, opioids, whatever they calling it now. You know, because back in the day when we was dying from heroin, and we was dying from drug overdoses, opium and this and that, whatever like that. We were low down, dirty drug addicts and whatever. So now, you know, they cleaned it up and it's an opioid crisis now. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep it 300, right? It's an opioid crisis now. I think this is our guest. Hold on, I'm gonna try to add him to the call. Caller from the 347. Caller from the 347. State your name where you calling from. You on the live in the Cipher show. What's good?
Hello?
Hello? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right. Who we got on the line?
This is Mike Hands.
Salute to Mike Hands. Welcome to the show, fam.
Let me give him some love there.
Let's clap it up.
Thank you. Appreciate y'all for having me. Mike Hands. Mike Hands, you got Big Spank on the line. What's up, my brethren? What's the good word, my guy?
Yeah.
Now,
oh man.
Now look, bro. Now that we got Mike Hands on the line, first and foremost, salute to you, my dude, and you doing a lot of great things besides music. Besides music too.
Busy.
You know, I've been doing my research, family, and like I salute you not only for the good music, you know, in hip hop, but other things you're doing as well. But introduce yourself to the world and tell the world who Mike Hands is.
What's going on, man? Mike Hands, recording artist, clothing designer, father, producer, manager, just all around culturalist when it comes down to this hip hop thing, and just an all around creative when it comes to life.
Right.
Now I'm
and you know what, BKS one? I gotta say something before you say something on. Y'all should have came out that event at the Mike Hands fundraiser. Y'all should have been there. It was epic.
That's what's up.
Epic. And I enjoyed myself out there with Mike Hands and Tatanisha, DJ Tarzan, and whoever else was out there, fucking MOP. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a beautiful situation. Mike Hands, I salute you. Prayers always up to you. Like I said, bro, when I see you. And I'm always going to salute you, my brother. I appreciate you, King. Like, we did have a good time that night, didn't we?
Now,
just good positive energy.
Let me jump in here real quick, Mike Hands. Just chill, Mr. Keep It Real. We live in the Cipher. We with my boy Mike Hands. Yo, I want to talk about how you started, man, because it's always important to give people aspect. How'd you get into the industry, and then we're going to build on afterward everything that you gotten into from the commercials, so forth, so on. Yes. I read a lot about that, but give me your start and your affiliation with hip hop and how it started for you.
I mean, I'll be honest with you, I can't even remember. I've been in, you know, pursuing this thing as long as I can remember. I remember prior to, you know, really being engulfed in this hip hop thing, I was singing before I started rhyming.
That also.
And I started performing in junior high school. And I remember the group that we were in disbanding, and our parents saying that, well, if our grade point averages drop below a certain amount, you know, just a goodbye is over. And sure as shit, one of our members, who wasn't even like one of the pivotal voices in the situation, failed miserably two semesters in a row.
Wow.
And at that point, you know, our parents pulled the plug on the situation. So, I remember there being this hiatus at that point of, you know, you got used to going to vocal training and, you know, just being in and around, just the idea of doing this thing. So, it was, you know, it was hurtful for those of us that were still trying to, you know, do right by the situation. And, I remember being approached by some other friends, like, yo, let's start a rap group. You know, what's good? You wanna rap with us? I'm like, rap? I don't rap. Yeah. And they're like, nah, like, you don't rap, we teach you. And that's what they did. And I've been rapping ever since. So that's the 8th grade.
That's what's up. What's up.
Salute, man. Salute
to that.
Yeah, so shout out Chris Marshall and Aaron Villa. Without them, there would be no Mike Hands MC.
Wow.
What also is interesting, I see you had some affiliation with the Boot Camp Clique also at one point.
Yeah.
How'd you get involved with them? And shout out to them, man. It's one of the legendary groups in hip hop too. I love them jokers, man. But talk about that real quick.
Well, first of all, we actual people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was, you know, I came to a point where I had become gang related. So if you're from the East Coast, you're probably familiar with the Decepticons.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
I became a Decepticon in '93. For most people that do know their boot camp history, they know that the majority of the clique is Decepticon.
Okay.
As well. So there was already that mutual connection, and then musically, you know, artistically, we found out that there were parallels, and we just kind of gravitated from there. Of course, we got older and, you know, started to move, different priorities changed.
Yeah.
We weren't in the street nearly as much. They were running around the globe pursuing what they were pursuing. I was finding my way to what I was pursuing. And then it just started to make sense to connect all dots and become closer. And since we considered ourselves quote unquote family anyway, it was just an easy transition. So, you know, for most people that might not know my affiliations, I tell them in a minute that, you know, boot camp's the clique, death is the squad.
Salute.
That's what's up.
That's what I was looking at. You know, you grew up in Brooklyn originally, so
Flatbush, absolutely.
Flatbush. How hard was it? Like you said, because you came up, you started, doing probably. How hard was it to transition out of that? I know you said you guys started doing different things, but what made you say, you know what?
You talking about the street?
The street, yeah. Say, you know what, the street thing is not for me. Let me go ahead and do this music full throttle.
That would be prison. That would be prison.
That's what's up.
Yeah, you know that 3 years is like 30 when you ain't supposed to be.
Facts.
Wow. I could tell you personally.
That was awfully easy.
Say that one more time.
I said that transition was awfully easy.
Facts.
Now, Mike, I got to ask you this, bro. This is Storm Norm. And salute to you, bro. I see another journey that you taken, and is it okay? I want to talk about
dialysis.
Yes, the dialysis and the fact that, you know what I'm saying, that I've seen the video and I want to play the video. I have the video to play live on the air and everything. And thank you. That's what I wanted right there. I wanted your permission to do it because I didn't want to do it without talking to you first. But can you?
No, that's why it's out there.
No doubt. So explain to the world what's going on with you in reference to, you know, your kidney, your health, all of that.
Well, first and foremost, I'm on the machine right now while we're talking.
Wow.
So, you know, today's a treatment night for me. I'm on the machine every Wednesday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. So I'm currently connected to this machine. I was diagnosed in 2008 with chronic kidney disease, CKD. And, you know, for the time, it was manageable by, you know, just medication, diet, lifestyle, so on and so forth. And that's what I was doing. I didn't foresee that I would come to a point where my function would drop to the point that they would have to actually put me on the machine.
Wow.
Which I knew was a possibility. I just didn't see it coming so soon, you know? Yeah. And, yeah, that's been pretty much my journey for the last few months, transitioning into learning to live. And notice I stress that term, live, with this situation.
So let me ask you, if the right kidney donor came along and you got a new kidney,
we going to the OR immediately.
Okay,
I ain't mad at you.
All right, yeah, all right. So, and that's what I wanted to hear, my brother. And I want to run this clip. So just hold on. We're gonna run this clip for the world to see. All right, and ladies and gentlemen, this is Mike Hands. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop soldier,
yes. Salute,
artist,
salute.
All of that, and he's a true soldier because he's fighting more. You know what I'm saying? Than a lot of us are fighting.
Exactly.
You feel me? So let me run this clip right now, and y'all see what it is.
Hey, I'm recording artist and actor Mike Hands, and I'm fighting to live. What many don't know is for the last 10 years I've lived, worked, and performed with CKD, chronic kidney disease. And now I'm in need of help. If you're interested in being a living donor, you can contact the Living Donor Hotline at 212-263-3621. Or you can email nyutlivingdonor@nyumc.org.
Clap that up, man. I want to clap that up. So, all right. Has it been anybody going in to get themselves tested to see if they're the right match? Have you had anybody come forward yet and talk to us? Has there been anybody that come forward yet? You know what I'm saying? That
there's by the grace of God, there's people coming that were coming prematurely. Actually, like once the video first went out, they were still testing and things that I still had to do on my part to become a valid recipient.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And before I could even get all the testing done, you know, by the grace of God, fans and people that I've never even met, you know, started to reach out and get involved, and not only just get involved with the initial, not only get involved with the initial transplant, you know, position, but also there's a swap program. So people have also been, you know, offering to get involved with the swap program and make a kidney available to trade on my behalf in case I find, you know, in case they're not a match, but they're willing, but somebody else in the world may have the kidney, like their kidney might be the one someone else needs, and that person might have the donor I need. So,
wow.
I already, just in this short interview right now, have a profound respect for you. Because and I'm gonna keep it funky with you. By the grace of God, people that have takes it for granted, and then when I listen to someone like you who is facing the challenge, to me, what you're doing now is, this is just speaking right now, I would be more nervous with what you're going through now than having a guy put a gun to my head trying to rob me. You understand what I'm saying? So
I've done both.
I have a profound respect, and your honesty is good, because there could be somebody that's listening to this right now that could be motivated to continue on with life. And it's ironic, we were just talking about Mac Miller, and his situation and how he overdosed and everything. Let me ask you, going through what you going through now, how do you balance that, man? Because I know me, I would be affected in my writing, in my acting. It seems like you still are rolling. You still doing what you do, man. And like I said, I give you love for that. But somebody out there's going through what you're going through. How you do it?
I risk everything to get here. So the only reason I'm in this position is because, you know, physically, I guess I lived beyond my means trying to get here. You know, working all night, not sleeping right, not eating right, all these, you know, things that we easily get caught up in when we're in pursuit of whatever we're chasing. There's no way that I'm gonna get this close now, and then the only thing I have to show for the setback is the success and the drive, and to keep pushing it through. I can't run this whole race this way and my car falling apart, and now I want to make it a family car. That ain't gonna work. So I gotta justify the journey, especially since my family sacrificed so much along the way for me to pursue it. So now that I'm in danger, it has to make sense.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Why? Because if something happens to me, this legacy and the fallout, collateral of what I've done, that has to be what lives on and sustains my family. So now I gotta make sure it makes sense.
Right.
Wow.
So it's not even for me no more. Like, I stopped rapping for me a long time ago.
Wow.
So go ahead. So I'm about to say, so do you find yourself, I mean, just from what you just said, so do you find yourself working and pushing even harder now, you know, even with the illness?
Here's the beauty, not to cut you, I just spoke to somebody earlier about something similar, and the truth be told, the beauty is I put in so much work prematurely to get here that now most of my work is done. Like, I went in the studio, so, you know, I recently signed up to Def Squad, right?
Okay.
So Rockwalla is one of our in-house producers.
Okay.
So as we're running around getting the work done, there's not a situation where Rockwalla's like, yo, I need you to come in the studio, we need to get records on you. I have 3 albums worth of material done when I signed.
Wow.
So rock is like, just bring me the acapellas.
Right.
So I really did my job already.
Yeah.
The hardest part for me now is going to drop the hard drives off.
Wow.
And then once they do that, then I can figure out, well, what do I owe? Well, we need extra verses here. We need, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We need visual or whatever. So I'm not working before where I was working from a deficit, meaning mentally I felt like I was in a deficit. I was working from nowhere trying to create everything. Now I'm trying to move what I've created.
Okay.
So it's just a different workload.
Exactly.
So something my parents told me when I was younger is you're not always going to have these legs. So run while you can.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Damn.
So I've run the whole time.
Wow.
Now I don't run as much anymore. I ironically, this industry is so weird. This is why I tell people, like, just keep pushing and don't worry about where you are. As long as you're pushing, you're moving,
Exactly.
right? So a lot of times we get frustrated because we not being successful, but we've never been successful, so how would we know had we?
Right.
We've never been there, so we can't idea it, right?
Facts.
So you keep running and keep moving and you keep putting the work in as long as you're being productive, right? So what happens is I get to this place where all of a sudden I almost question myself, like, what the hell am I doing and why? And then my mom gets sick, right? And we start dealing with that. And then I get the call while I'm trying to help my mom and find out that, I'm stage 4 in this situation. So now me and my mother are both sick.
Wow.
And then my mother dies.
Wow.
Wow.
Man, my condolences.
So it'll be a year, September 26th.
Wow.
I was told that I was stage 4 August, I think, 18th. So this year has been the most trying year of my whole life. So with it said, though, it's like I'm feeling defeated. I'm feeling all kind of things. And I'm like, well, what the hell did I do this for? All I got to show for it is these broken ass kidneys and whatever. And then, you go through that moment of humanity. And in the midst of going through it, all of a sudden, ironically enough, there's a whole bunch of calls that start coming in and things just start making sense. And all of a sudden, everything you thought you did for nothing is exactly why the call came in.
Exactly.
Great. Wow.
So you can't judge your journey by the successes or by the destinations you've never arrived at. So you don't know how close or far you are.
True indeed.
You understand what I mean?
No,
all you do know is you can guarantee that you'll never make it if you quit.
Facts.
Exactly.
Clap that up,
Yo,
Chef.
clap that up.
Popping some jewels over here, man. I like that.
Now, I'm gonna take it back because for those that's listening, whatever like that, man. We got a lot of cats, all ages listening, whatever.
Yes.
Some cats that listen is out in the streets doing what they do out in the streets. Some cats that's listening is in their dorms in college, and you know what I'm saying. We got such a mixed variety.
Yeah.
So what I gotta ask you, bro, because you talked about earlier, you was a part of the Decepticons, right? So that whole life and running in them streets and everything, and just dealing what you dealing with now, and it's funny, man, because when I hear this brother's strength and his words and how he speaks to us and everything, I'm like really like, wow, man. People don't realize that there's so many, prioritizing things properly in your life.
Exactly.
So when you ran, with the Decepticons to where you're at now and just the clarity you got on life right now, what would you say to a lot of cats right now that's out in the streets thinking that this is all it's about? It's all about the streets and what goes on the streets. What do you have to say to them?
Well, I'll be honest, it's hard to be the pot calling the kettle colors, you know what I'm saying? I can't tell you not to do what you need to do because every moment that I was in them streets made me who I am. You know what I'm saying? But it also helped me define my margins.
Damn.
And pointed me, what I did want to be. It helped me master what I didn't want to be. Truth be told, I didn't have to be in the streets. My parents and my family provided a decent situation for us, but I don't want to say peer pressure, but my peer circle, you know, the people that were in that decent space were 20 years older than me. They weren't they weren't my peers.
Yeah, exactly.
The people that were lateral to me were where they were. And I'm going where we lateral. You know, do I want to go to a party with my mother? Or do I want to go to a party with my cousin? I'm going to the one with my cousin.
Exactly.
Right? So we'll venture into that version. I'm saying at the end of the day, be honest with yourself. That's number one. Be honest, because nobody wants to really be out there. No one wants fear. Nobody wants drama. Nobody really wants near-death experiences. Nobody wants, you know, the fear of being taken off the street or being sat down or, you know, who saw what. You know, nobody wants that. You can act like you do, but that's not your truth. I'm sorry.
Right.
Nah, you right.
Right.
You know, it's your circumstance, not your truth. So, at the end of the day, that's the first step. Be honest with yourself. And everything else will start to take shape. Because then you'll realize what you really want to do and where you want to be, where you don't want to be. Because you're never going to do anything until the moment you don't want to do it.
Facts.
Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? Like, people could tell you everything. We can sit here and talk till we turn blue. But until the moment an individual decides that they want something different, familiar is always going to.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
And or what they say, the road of least resistance. You know, people are always going to go with what they know. Change scares people to death.
Yes. That is a fact. That is definitely a fact.
What's funny?
So, like I said, be honest. That's the first part.
You know,
be honest with the situation. Be honest with yourself.
Like I said,
and then own yourself.
What I find fascinating is yo man, you building, you dropping jewels, and I pray that there are, people, and I'm sure that there are a lot of people that is listening that this is going on to, and we all know people. I like what you just said. Gangsters don't want to be gangsters. They caught in a situation, and sometimes the situation just happens. Yeah. Like if you can ask someone who, and I'm gonna keep it funky, if it was possible to see someone that was murdered or shot, he might have said, I didn't think that was gonna happen at that moment. It happens in a flash, things that happen. But it's you don't intend to be the biggest hustler. You start saying, I'm gonna make a little money. Next thing you know, more money's coming in, and next thing you know, you at a point where you got enemies that it doesn't happen. I love what you just said. You don't plan on that. It just happens, and once it happens, you got to deal with it. So I want to jump off of one. I'll get on to one other thing, and get back to your career, because I see also that you are. Not only I learned something. I thought you was just a rapper, but you can sing. Yeah. Let's talk about your acting a little bit. Say that one more time. I said at first I knew you was a rapper, but I learned something tonight. I didn't know you sang, and also reading up on you acting. So now that you are a triple threat, I always ask people that do all three, what's your favorite amongst the three? Singing, MCing, or acting?
Well, you know, also in all fairness, I'm a menswear clothing designer first and foremost. So let's not lose that. That's what I.
Let's not lose.
Let's put that in there too.
Yo, shout out to Mike.
Yeah. So you know, before I even found my footing musically, and any of y'all cared that I was doing it, I was a model first. So for 10 years, most people knew me for that. And then, that's the kid from Benetton, or you know, whatever. Then once they found out that I actually was a formidable designer, I started getting work. So Sean John, Cross Color, Carl Kanai, Zori, Pepsi, Coca-Cola. You know, I started designing for different urban companies. I made my name that way. But music was always kind of nagging at me as my passion. Obviously, remember I told you it was something I started really young. So eventually, I was there's a company called Gino Green Global I was there until I just decided that I'm no longer a rapper that designs. Now I'm rap, so I'm just doing too much. So I quit.
Wow.
And I just been pursuing music full time ever since.
Wow.
So fill me on this, man. What? And I'm curious about this because that's one aspect that I never. I mean, obviously, we go out, we buy clothes that look nice on. Everybody want to look good, look nice. From a designer perspective, what is that about? Like, what makes you say I'm going to be a designer? Do you have to go to college for that? Is that something that you just naturally took? Do you got to draw your ideas, your thoughts? Talk to me a little bit about designers.
First off, my mama was a clothing designer. That's what she went to school for. So when I was a kid, I remember her having to take me to school when she was in college so that she could get her work done. So that influence has always been there. Now, I went to Fashion Industries High School, and I went for art as an illustrator just to draw. I wasn't trying to be no designer. Like, that's what she do. You know what I'm saying? You know, at a certain age, you're trying to do everything opposite your family do.
Exactly.
Yeah. Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they do. So, you know, you got your rebellion years, right?
Right.
So it's like, that's their thing. So what happens is, one, fashion has a whole lot of women in it. Let's start there.
Yes.
And then outside of that, there was a lot of respectable influence from the women there. You know, well, I want to be in them classes where they at.
Right.
And then before you knew it, it started to I started to acclimate a little bit, a little all settled in, and then all of a sudden, you know, I had to make the grades while I was there the best way I could.
Right.
That meant doing that. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Hold on.
Yep. If you just join us, you're on BCast One Radio, live in the Cipher Show.
Cipher Show.
We
man.
have multi-talented Mike Hands on the phone right now.
Very multi-talented. And salute to you all. We definitely talking about some things, man. We talking about several different things. We about to go into a few different subjects too. So trust me, one of the things we're talking about is why is drugs extremely present in the entertainment industry. That's what we first was talking about. We still talking about it. And we're gonna come back to that. And then rapper Young Buck exposed. What was he exposed about?
Wow.
We're gonna talk to y'all on the Live in the Cipher Show. So trust me, stay tuned. We got some other
Sorry
things
about that.
too.
If you remember,
Go ahead.
I told you I'm on the machine. So
Yes.
every half hour,
You fine, brother.
arm that I hold the phone with has the blood pressure cuff on it.
You good?
So I have to straighten my arm. Yeah. So sorry about that.
You
You're
good?
good.
But,
You're fine, brother.
So we were, you know, at that point, you know, you start trying to fit into the space you're in. It really started off felonious. Like I didn't mean to do it on purpose, but girls were there. I could draw. Let's figure it out. And then it started. But once I started, and I started getting accolades for it, of course, like any young person, you thrive on acceptance. You thrive on
Attention.
praise.
To, yeah.
Thrive on those things. And the attention that comes along with it. And that's what happened. So I started moving from there.
That's what's up.
No doubt,
You know?
man. I definitely would love to support bro, and you know what I'm saying, and rock some of that on the shows. We do a lot of shows and we go to a lot of events and everything. So I definitely would like to, you know, rock some.
Check out the brand I own now is Sneakerhead NYC.
Okay.
So if you go on Instagram or if you go to sneakerheadnyc.com, and we spell it SNKRHEAD NYC. And you can kind of check out what we got going on. Like, I had walked away for a while, like I said, to come back to music. Then I met my partner, Peter, who had already, you know, bred life a concept, and he didn't have a technical designer. And, you know, mutual friends brought us together, and we went on, and we've been rocking ever since.
Wow, no doubt. Salute to you, man. Now let's get back to it. No doubt, definitely. We're gonna get back to the music real quick, man. So I know we got they sent us over a few joints and everything right now, but just talk to me about your music. Where can we find it? What's out now? What's the main thing you pushing right now?
All right, so the last project I put out is an EP called Blacklist. Rise of the Daywalker. And the concept behind the Rise of the Daywalker is the fact that I feel like most people have no clue that I'm dealing with death before their eyes. They're just trying to fight it on a day-to-day basis. So technically, when my mom passed, I just felt like I was dead inside.
Yeah.
But still trying to push forward. So vampirism was the most visual, what do you call it? Parallel, I could say.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So that's kind of where the whole concept of the Rise of the Daywalker, and it actually turned into a series because we have Lestat, King of the Damned, coming next.
Oh wow!
So I'm working on those. That EP is out now. You can find it everywhere: Spotify, Bandcamp, iTunes. You know, everywhere music is. Before that, I let go of the Prelude, which was just a mixtape scenario called Tired of Waiting, because the mixes for the album were taking so long that I said, you know what, let me just let something go. So it's called the Prelude, just Tired of Waiting. All of these have all-star casts on it. Sean Price, MOPs, Twins from the infamous Mob, Big Twins, Sadada, Tragedy,
Granddaddy IU.
Yeah, Granddaddy IU, Craig G. I mean, all the way back to my first project, there's Big Daddy Kane, there's the Bush Babies.
Wow.
There's Fetch. You know, by the grace of God, my bucket list is handled. Musically, because there's only about 3 people I haven't gotten to yet.
Right.
And ironically, I'm signed to the label that bred them.
So who's those 3 people, man? Who's those 3 people?
Method Man, Redman, and Eric Sermon. But I just started knocking that list down too.
Okay.
Salute, man. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Impressive list.
Perseverance.
So, hold on, before I lose it. So those projects are out. The last album that I put out was in 2017. That was the last full-length album. That's called Hell on My Back, Heaven in My Wake, because I feel like I've been through the hells of my life and it can only get better from here. So Hell on My Back, Heaven in My Wake, that album is also available everywhere. And there's another mixtape called The Evidence that Def Squad put out when they first signed me. That's a collective of some of my features that most people missed. So those things are all floating around. And then we're working on the new stuff. Golden Era Timeless is the next full-length album.
Yeah, man.
That's done by Sis McGrath out of France. Blacklist was done by my in-house production team in Tampa. The Black Market, LLC.
That's what's up.
And then Rockwaller, Eric Sermon, Ty Fife, Phantom of the Beat, and Alcatraz, Ed, Rand Reed, Nick Wiz, all the guys that are working on the new stuff.
Wow. Yo, he
oh,
got
and
it.
Freedom Lyles, of course.
Yo, he got it popping right now.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Salute. Well, we definitely gonna run some of your joints tonight on the Live and Cipher show, man. And yo, I just can't say it enough. It was definitely an honor and just a pleasure just speaking with you.
Facts.
Man. And the transparency. And this is what we're about here. Live and Cipher, just being honest and open and transparent. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, because a lot of cats come on and they feel as though they got to be on this Hollywood vibe, whatever the case may be. And I don't get down like that. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that know me, it's like, let's talk. If we gonna talk, let's talk. And you were very open and very transparent and everything. So I definitely support your journey and what you're doing. That's why I'm asking about your clothing line. That's why I'm asking about your music. And right now, where can everybody go and get your music right now? Wherever digital music is sold?
You go wherever digital music is sold, but that's very cliche.
Right.
But you can definitely do that. But if you can go to mikehands.bandcamp.com or you can go to my website, mikehands.com, and click on any of the banners. And that's just as comprehensive as going anywhere else. And just pull up. I try to tell some people, depending on what the easiest way to do it is, remember the spelling of my name and just pull up on Google. That'll take you everywhere you want to go. You got 35 pages to play with.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. So Google, trust me. So this week, You will see me purchase a song, regardless whether we get it or not, because we're a radio station. We got a radio show, so we get music to give artists exposure. So I'm gonna purchase music. I'm gonna purchase something. I'm gonna purchase something from your clothing line as well.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. And that's
support,
what,
man. We gotta support
and
that's what it's about.
The team, the squad. This is what anybody listening to the show. That's what we need to do.
Yes.
So my thing is, and what the brother is dealing with on the other end. So any way we could support on that end and to get the word out and to keep pushing that video out there that he made himself. Let's push that video out there, man. You know what I'm saying? And let's try to, I want to see this brother with a donor.
Yeah.
I want to see this brother get back to good health. You know what I'm saying? And being a productive person in society, doing what he do. You know what I'm saying? Because we listen to his story. I'm like, bro, you got a movie.
You do.
Yeah, man.
You got a movie coming too. So we see that too. In my head, I'm like, damn, you got a movie coming too, bro. You spoke a movie with your story, and people need to hear it, man.
Well, I appreciate it, man. That's a blessing to even see that, because sometimes other people are far more focused than your own because you're inside.
Exactly.
But I mean, whatever the G needs. And my statement is it's not a crisis, it's a cause. And at this point, having a platform, no matter how big or small, there's so many people once I went public that are in my inbox or on my timeline talking to me and giving me insight. I had a friend of mine in the industry call me yesterday to tell me I started out this morning. So I walked him through it, and at 4 a.m, he hit me scared, trying to get insight. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So these are the things that make me going and staying public important to me.
Yeah,
right.
So the reason I take pictures, if you look at my Instagram, I take videos and pictures of all of my procedures, surgeries, everything. I be sneaking my camera, and they like, how are you on the anesthesia and taping? I'm like, man, listen, because I have to. You understand what I'm saying? Like, nobody's going to do it for me.
Yeah.
And I even got it cleared that when they do the actual transplant, that they're going to allow the film team and to actually view the transplant.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
wow.
I feel like, when I make it through this, then it's a testament to people that they can pull through whatever they lose themselves along the way. And if I don't, then it's something that's worth making learning material out of.
Wow, salute, man.
Yeah, definitely salute you. I'm sure your words today have helped someone else going through something
absolutely.
too.
Absolutely, man. Well, just, saying, and again, we're going to...
Lastly, hold on.
Yes, go ahead.
Lastly, before we go, one of the newest endeavors that we have, which Spank, you're familiar with because you were at the event, I also co-own a magazine called Validated Magazine. So please, Validated Magazine online, check it out. We're hard copy as well as digital. And it's also about creating platforms for the next generation of validated artists. That's important to me. Having an A&R background, I'm very, very, very big on quality. Because as you know, this industry is, the A&R doesn't have a place anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
So me coming from that background, the whole A&R history thing is important to me. And really, 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 really making sure that quality control is brought back into the forefront of this music. So if you're working, doing the work, putting the work in, we definitely want to holler at you and make sure the world knows you're validated.
No doubt. Salute. Again, live on the Cipher show, man. Mike Hands, you heard it here. BKS on radio, man. Wow, it's just deep. You know what I'm saying? Just a great conversation. We appreciate talking to you, my brother. And again, we're going to be following your journey. No doubt. Salute you, too.
Yeah.
And again, hey, stay tuned before we close out at the end of the night. We're going to definitely be playing some Mike Hands joints. So you're going to hear it first.
And whenever you need me, reach out, champ. Y'all connected directly. So whatever it can be. And, the hashtag Hands on Health, MH, dying to live, whatever we can do. Because it's about me, it started off that way, because I'll be honest, I wasn't even on it like that. But now that it is, it's about, everybody that needs somebody and everybody that's going through something, and just being example to each other. So that's what I'm out here doing.
No doubt. Right. Again, man, we salute you.
Yeah.
Man. We appreciate you. And again, you BKS fam now. So we'll be talking to you soon, man. And y'all stay tuned for some Mike Hands music. No doubt. Peace.
All right,
peace and blessings.
Good night.
Yeah, that was a deep,
deep. Clap that up again, man. Jeez.
Deep interview right there, brother. Was definitely dropping some jewels. So
makes you think.
Yeah, man.
Makes you think just about life, man. Just appreciate things.
But you know what? It is. I've seen people that I know closely go through this journey. Like I have a real close friend who's actually going through the journey now, and he's been going through for some years. And it's a rough lifestyle change, and like you said, it makes you kind of have to rearrange your whole life to some degree,
right?
You know, down to travel to everything, because you have to have these days set for your treatments and stuff. So it's rough, and for him to be in such good spirits about it still, because like I said, it does send a lot of people into depression and self-doubt. What was me? What am I going to do now? And for him to be as positive as he still is and still pushing and doing as much as he does, it's like an inspiration. He has to have had inspired somebody tonight.
Yeah, in the chat, somebody even said
pushing.
Somebody said it in the chat. Let me see if I can pull it up. He reminds me, like, that interview went somewhere. I didn't forecast it going that way, man. It was totally just a different thing, and it reminds me of if y'all remember his name, he lived with cancer. Ron, he had My Father Knows Best. He loved BKS.
I know you're talking about.
Forgive me, I forgot that he passed away. He used to wear the red suit. He came to our event, very sharp dressing guy.
Yes,
but he knew the fight he was going through, and I got so much admiration for people like that, Mike, bruh. Like, when, knock on wood, we all continue to live on healthy and with praise and the blessings of God, but to live your life knowing what you're going through, knowing you're not healthy, knowing what you got to do, and still to keep motivating and living your life, that's the important thing. Because sometimes people get caught up
and they give up
in their exactly
in their grief, and
I got so much admiration for that dude.
So again, we're gonna clap him up.
Definitely.
All right, so now, okay, what other news we got going on in hip hop? And again, it's more than just the music. You know how we do live in the Cipher. So a lot of things going on. You got the 50 Cent and Busta Rhymes beef.
Now I ain't hear about that.
And that's crazy. 50 and Busta are beefing.
For what?
It's crazy. Cause evidently, Busta got on. Okay, so let me read some of this. All right, real quick, so y'all know what the heck is going on. Let me get it right for y'all. Make it a little smaller so you can see that. All right, so basically, Busta Rhymes found himself on the other end of 50 Cent's Instagram foolery earlier this week. Now, Busta has unleashed on the social media hound for dragging him into his online drama. On Tuesday, September 11th, Busta shared a throwback photo of 50 and clowned his entire persona. He clowned him, his entire persona. He said, "Damn, I'm just paying attention to what's going on because I've been busy finishing the new album." Busta wrote in the caption, "I heard your ass was acting up, my brother, at 50 Cent. Your tough look looks funny as hell. you tight button lace. What do you say? You tight button face having ass nigga. You look like you was smelling shit. Like your bandana stink. You rancid face looking ass MFer." All right, so that's how it works.
I don't really think 51 mess with Busta. Like Busta.
So I know how Busta.
But they good people. Like they was both under Chris Lighty.
So listen. So this is the photo that Busta put up, and then he goes on to say, all right. So this is not BK's words, but he goes on to say, and chill, you can run it.
Let me hear this. Let me say it.
This right here.
F you starting with me for. What the F you starting with me for? That's why I keep busting your ass and every effing body else ass on every stage. You deflated, tired performing face ass nigga. Now you need to go get
back to the
every strap.
Why is he taking it back to the old snap? And you such and such a face, you this face, you
Yeah,
that face.
but here's my
They were friends.
Here's my thing. Yeah, and they were both under the violated camp.
You know we got a call on this.
Buster. Listen, man, I know some things on Buster, whatever. I know, 50, whatever the case may be. Buster would never back down.
No.
Buster can scrap. He could throw hands.
Yeah.
Something I know. He could throw hands. And the thing is, but why we grown as hell? I think Buster is like our age.
Yeah.
50 something.
Yeah.
Like, why are we even taking it there? Here's my thing. So what they left out, and this is what I hate about when y'all cover something and y'all put articles in magazines, because yes,
debate clipping.
Now listen, all this what we just read is on Instagram. What Buster goes on to say is, yo, you could have put me on in Power, my dude. Blah 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 blah. Where's my part in Power? So yeah, that's the tail end. That's the tail end that was left out. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, you say. And he said, you could have put me on. You got the #1 show. You could have put me on Power. So there's a lot.
If that's
was he playing?
If that's what the beef is about, then I can't ride with him. I can't ride with him if that's what he's beefing with him about because he didn't put him on Power. Because I mean, let's be real. I'm sure 50 knows a lot of people, a lot of celebrities. So is he gonna put everybody? Like, people can't just expect to be put on.
He was,
you know what I'm saying?
He was in the same camp.
It doesn't matter.
And look, check that. No, check this out, right? So
he put everybody in camp on Power.
So okay, like we know he put Kendrick Lamar on in Power.
Facts.
And Kendrick did his thing. Him and Buster was boys way before. You know what I'm saying? So
he was gonna have Buster play the crackhead.
And
Buster
we don't know.
No. But listen, bro. Listen. All right, I'm not right in this situation right here. We know how 50 get down.
Yeah.
If 50 want to take shots at you and poke fun at you, whatever like that, he does it. He'll go on the gram and do it and whatever. Him and Buster, I don't know, bro. I don't think he want to go that route.
Buster about it too. I mean, it is what it is. But I'm shocked at these two. Even if somewhere down the line, okay, they didn't make their beef public. Let's say they were just talking. They met somewhere, and I doubt 50. I don't see 50 as that type of businessman. If he don't tell you he gonna do it, he ain't gonna do it. And for one thing about 50, and I'm a big fan of him, and I watch how he move. It's got to benefit him.
Yeah, but see, that's what I'm gonna say though. See, listen what you just said and what Norm just said about how we grown men. See, that's the thing. We as grown men, everybody want everything to be, and you know, and everybody to see so they could talk about was like grown men don't do that. Like, I'm gonna put something on the shit. If me and you got into an argument today, I ain't gonna put it on Facebook or the gram. Yeah, me and Mr. Keep It Real. Yeah, when I see him, no, it's gonna be like when I see yo, chill. Like, what's going on, man? Like, what's happening? I ain't gotta put on the gram or when we together. I'm trying to secretly videotape this. Yeah, man, say you sorry to me, nigga. Say, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, grown men don't do that. That's the problem. Like, and you're rich. What do you need to do that for? I don't get it.
What from what you read, and this is, I'm just pulling this right now thinking about it. By him snapping in that style, you don't think it was a little playful? You know, sometimes you might be like, man, shut up, you big doofy egghead looking.
Nah, he wasn't playing.
Did 50 respond?
You know, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he responded. I'm gonna check. We'll probably talk about it. If he did respond, we'll let y'all know.
Yeah.
Definitely. But my whole thing, bro, Buster upset, whatever. I mean, both y'all making money, man.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Make your money.
Buster, you're not making 50 money, but you're still making money.
Yeah.
So and you got a new album coming out, whatever like that, man. Y'all work that.
Shout out to Buster, man. Like I love Buster Rhymes. He's one of the greatest performers.
They're both. Yeah, well, definitely. That's what he said. But I mean, that's my thing. Though you're both two black men in the entertainment business who are famous and who are doing okay for yourself. Like, that's what we have to get to as a point, is stop tearing each other down. Like, stop over, and especially if it's over nonsense.
Right.
Let me give you a quick bird real quick, because I heard this too, and I, you know, during the day, as I'm on my Clark Kent, I'm scrolling and listening to stuff because I don't listen to the regular radio no more. I'm gonna give love to who has grown up. Literally, he's Fat Joe.
Yeah,
I heard he has made peace with all the cats that he was beefing with. He even tried in an interview. I heard him talking. He said he tried to bring 50 and Ja Rule together, but he said that is going to be impossible. It's just too much pride. But somewhere down the line, man, when do you say that? When do you be like, look, man,
most of the people we talking about are almost 50 or above in the hip hop.
40 and up, easily.
Come on, man. A lot of stuff we need to let go. A lot of things we need to get past.
Jay doing it too. Jay's tried to reach out to something.
Move forward. No, reach out. Jay need to reach out to Jazzo.
Yes, that's
reach out to Jazzo. Reach out to Dame.
And Dame.
Still reach out to Dame.
Yeah,
man.
I agree.
Listen. And even if him and Ye still got beef, reach out and talk to that brother. Man, he may need your help. You know what I'm saying? That's your little brother. And sometimes when your little brother go astray or fall short or whatever like that, you gotta be there for him and guide him back to where he need to be guided back to.
Sure.
So reach out, man. Stop all these grudges. I can't stand it. The grudges, and I'm holding on tight because you did this back when, and you did this back when. No, let all that go. Life is too short.
People don't even remember what you even mad about.
Man, life is too short. I got people that I never did anything to mad at me just because maybe I went somewhere in life they didn't, or maybe I met someone in life that they didn't, or whatever, and mad at me just because. And if they really ask themselves, why am I mad at Norm, or why am I mad? They can't even answer the question. Like cut it out, man. We grown up now. Move past the BS. Now, with that being said, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Let's dive in.
Next joint. Y'all tell me how you feel about this, bro.
We diving in.
Now listen, real quick before we even go. We're gonna touch on this real quick. Foxy Brown allegedly bails on a performance after pocketing $10K.
You can't do that.
Now let me read this joint real quick. Let's read this joint.
I got it.
All right.
Promoters are reportedly accusing Foxy Brown of skipping out on a performance and keeping the money. Now, according to TMZ, the hip hop vet was scheduled to perform 2 songs at the Laquan Smith party during the New York Fashion Week on Sunday, September 9th, but didn't show up until 2:30 a.m. local time.
Yeah.
This is my question. Okay, go ahead.
Foxy was reportedly being paid a total of $10,000 and received $5,000 in advance. She was expected to collect the remaining balance at the event, which is status quo. If I'm not mistaken, half up front, half after you finish. Once she finally arrived, Foxy allegedly grabbed the $5,000 check and left without spitting a single bar.
Wow.
The organizers of the event have issued an ultimatum. Either Foxy pays back the money or they'll sue.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
My question was, because I thought, and I'm glad that they just broke it down, because I thought they gave her $10,000. I'm about to say, who gave her $10,000 up front anyway? Like, who does that? But even
come on.
Well, I don't know.
Come on.
Wow. Foxy.
Come on, Foxy.
All right.
We better than that. We better than that.
No, here's my thing.
Go ahead. I don't even know where to go with it. I'm gonna tell
you where I'm gonna go with this. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. Old school rappers. All right. If you're a rapper that came out in the 90s on back, and even early parts of 2000, you consider old school.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So
they was giving you 10 racks.
So listen. What? So a lot of y'all hip hop artists that had a name back then are not even relevant right now.
Yeah.
And you're not popping, and people not playing you on radio or whatever like that. I don't know when the last time I really heard of Foxy Brown.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Now she has some classes, whatever. So my whole thing is luck. It's hard if you coming from a certain era of old school hip hop to get a G.
Yeah.
You got to get 10. A G to perform. You got 10 G's.
Screwed that up.
To perform at a fashion event.
2 songs.
2 songs.
That some reputable people was going to be at. Now, check this out. If you went in there and you killed it and you smashed it, right? you're going to be getting another call.
Another phone call.
Oh, Foxy, can you come and do these 2 joints that we love and blah, 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 at our whatever like that? Boom. And you're going to get another 10 joints. And the process is going to go on in your favor. Now.
She just killed herself.
Now, and at your point in your life right now, the fact that you did not show up and you basically took 5 G's, you basically stole 5 G's for not doing what you set out to do, what your contract agreed to do. Now people going to be like, yo, do not mess with Foxy Brown.
No, you got it wrong.
Touch it no more.
You got this wrong. Because she actually did show up. She just showed up at 2:30 in the morning.
2:30 in the morning.
And then stole the 5 G's, though. Like, how gangster is that? How do you...
Morty, what's good? Nancy, what's good?
That's
how
scary.
you don't come until 2:30 in the morning, right? And then be like, oh, this the check. This the other half of the check right here.
But listen, let's keep it real, P. Let's keep it real. A lot of these artists are notoriously, if at one time you was popping and you was it, now all of a sudden you're not. But a lot of these artists still hold on to that. I ain't saying no names, but we know a couple of artists that popped up really late at shows.
Yeah.
Basically acting like they still was, the thing. And I'm just like, stop. Like,
my thing is you won't get paid. We could fight about it if you want to.
I agree with Storm because in a lot of ways, that's how you do business.
You are killing yourself.
Somebody might have been there and said, I'm about to give a quote unquote old school hip hop female show. You don't know, maybe it could have been anybody. It could have been Finesse and Sequence. We need one more. Let's get Foxy. She'll do it. But now after that, I wouldn't trust her. I'd be like, yo, come on. I'm really disappointed.
They ain't giving her $5 up front.
And allegedly, she has attitudinal problems anyway.
Yeah.
They said Foxy's always been that way.
But the thing is, yo, it's not your era right now.
Yeah,
you had
doing stuff like that.
You had a chance to be relevant.
Yeah, man.
Again, and for people to show you some love and whatever. You just killed yourself, Fox.
For 10 racks.
For 10 racks, better than that. You killed yourself. I'm shocked at you, Fox, and I like you too.
Yeah.
And I met you on several occasions, whatever like that, and we kicked it, and we talked, and we had conversations, and you cool. You seem like cool people.
We just know not to book before event.
Like, I'm trying to
maybe you didn't hear it right. You were supposed to show up at 10 o'clock or 11.
Let me say this too.
No, I was just saying.
If she gives a show
right now.
No, maybe she didn't know. She didn't hear it right though. She was okay. All right.
If she gives a show,
man.
I'm just trying to think about it. She would rock out. She can do her part and Ain't No Nigga. That's probably her most. I'm trying to think of her most popular song. She had the one with Jagged Edge, right? There was some song there. Foxy was more notable for her features.
Yeah. Fact.
The
So I don't know.
She's part of the Firm.
Oh yeah, forgot about
all of that. Come on, man. Foxy was hitting hard for a minute when she first came out.
She was.
So whatever 2 joints she was gonna perform that she didn't perform, and she just took $10,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, Fox, man, get that money back.
Yeah, get that money back.
You don't
want to give him 11,000 back for the trouble.
I don't know if she got that.
Now we're gonna talk about this. Go ahead, chill, set it up.
All right, man,
and let's ride out with this.
And I want y'all opinion on this because I'm gonna pull something out of the fanny.
Okay. Oh wow, he gonna pull something out of the fanny. Wow. Jesus.
Yo, let me just go in on this. Everybody knows Young Buck, man. G Unit fame. Young Buck is kind of caught out there.
So is Young Buck. Sorry.
And allegedly, and we say allegedly on this, allegedly he has had issues with a transgender person. It was seen on World Star Hip Hop. We don't know if it's factually him, but the coat was allegedly a coat that was seen before by him wearing it. Having an affair with a transgender person, and now he's denying it. He's also, we don't know how these things got out, and this is what's puzzling to me. Number one, the video of him being seen in a hotel room. One, how'd that get out? Secondly, there's a response of him pleading for the transgender lady not to let this go public, and we've got that. We definitely got that. So you got to be the judge on that. Now, Young Buck, y'all know the Young Buck we talking about. G Unit, hard. He had a reputation at one time. I heard it was official, and I'm not judging him, but we'll let y'all hear it.
Let me see right here what I got right now. So go ahead, keep talking about it because I'm gonna show the people as we talking about it.
Now, here's the thing. As we listen to this, I want to pose a couple of questions here. Older in the game, you should have control. But if you're a young man who's 25 and ran across some money, you're telling me that you couldn't get fooled by one of these transgender people?
Nope.
Pete, right now, when you were 25, you were hot and horny. You was running around crazy, bumping things. You never been like that.
Nope. I used to go to New York all the time. I used to go down to 42nd Street around there. I used to take some people, like, you know, I'm from New York originally, so I used to take people down there with me. And we be down there, and you see all the, you know, the prostitutes and stuff. Like, yo, some guy, like, yo, man, she bad. Like, yo, dude, like, listen, stop looking at her. I said, because why should I say? Because she's a he. What are you talking about? I said, look really, really, really close. That is a dude. That's not no chick.
So, okay.
Oh man, you know. So no, And like I said, there's some very, very good doctors out there that done some great, great jobs.
Let me tell you. But I'm not judging nobody for what they into.
Me neither.
So whatever you into, you into. Yeah. But you know how the game is, man. Especially the game of hip hop. Hip hop is a very homophobic genre. It is, and it is what it is. So now that you got exposed out there, whatever, and basically, you try to silence or whatever. I don't know the full story. You say
I'm gonna give you a little bit more. Let me.
And we're gonna show y'all the transgender young lady that we're talking about as well.
So very quickly, following rumors that, and this is from Hip Hop DX.
Young lady, is that right?
You said
yeah. Following the rumors that arose from a viral video posted by and we always hear this in the entertainment industry, a hacked account over the weekend.
Yeah.
It was claiming to show G Unit member Young Buck involved in a sexual act with a transgender woman. So Young Buck publicly says, "Let me address this real fast, real quick. Ain't shit about me gay." And then he said, I ain't got no problem with no gay people. We always got to do that now. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We always got to cover ourselves now, politically correct. But there ain't no MFing tape of me with no MFing punk sucking on my joint. Now, Glamour Perfect was the young lady's name. Posted a video Sunday apologizing to Young Buck.
Oh, really? This the video I got?
And I don't know. We'll check it out. And she says, yeah, matter of fact, it is. You do got one of them. Who she referred to by his first name. James. Yeah, come on. Look, man, there's so much. And then I heard it. Let's go into it. Let's play the interview, and then we're going to just do some things. We're going to talk about
is the person that Young
Glamour Perfect. That's her name.
Was with Glamour Perfect. So
yes.
here's the girl. Or I don't know. All right.
The person.
Hello, world. I'm Glamour Perfect. First, I would like to start by apologizing to David, Young Buck, his family, friends, anyone who has been offended or hurt by the video that was recently posted upon my page. Unfortunately, I haven't had access to my page for over a week due to my lack of responsibility. I gave someone my info to try and get my page verified, and things just went haywire. The song does belong to me. That is me. That's my song. I do know rappers. I did live in Nashville. But, the song wasn't about him. They got my voice and said Buck shots at the end. That's crazy. I don't know how they did that, but charges have been brought against them, so there's nothing to see here. Hello world. I am Glamour Perfect.
Okay. So now what?
You can't tell me now after watching that video. Number one, I'm gonna keep it real with you. She called him by his name, so they are friends. I mean, she called him David. Did I hear that correctly?
Yes.
That says that says a lot. Like most fans are like groupies.
Right.
They ain't gonna call you like they don't go to Magic Johnson and say, Irvin.
Yeah.
That takes time.
Yeah.
Like after you become the groupie, you're gonna get an apartment over here, and that person eventually could say Irvin, or that person could say, I'm thinking of Shaquille. But when you start getting names, man, that's something that's going on. But I pose this question again. So what? Why not admit that? Why not wear that? Why not wear that, Young Buck? If that was you, why can't we in hip hop accept the fact that there's so many different things going on? Like I said, I bring up Mr. C. That thing slid under the table. I haven't heard nothing else about it.
You know, Mr. C probably right now like, damn, why he gotta mention my name in this?
There's other artists
forgot about me.
that was allegedly. I don't know, man. It's
because it's taboo in hip hop. Hip hop. If you're an MC, you're supposed to be hard. You're supposed to be a gangster. Ain't nothing effing about me.
Women get away with it. You don't question women.
The game of hip hop, there are more homosexual
facts
MCs out there than people know. There's all kind of stuff going on in the music industry. And if you ever been to some industry stuff, you understand what I'm talking about and know that some of your favorite rappers.
Remember Puffy just recently with the whole daddy thing.
Bro, let me tell you.
Some of your favorite rappers be blessing more than one kind of mic.
Because I roll in certain circles.
Man, listen.
It's
rampant.
It's out there, but my thing is, okay, yes, it's 2018. A lot of things has changed. Who you decide to sleep with is your business. So that's technically that's all what this thing is about.
Yeah.
Other than that, it doesn't change what type of person you are.
No.
And how you treat people.
But it's all about they feel about their perception.
Right. Yeah. And that's the thing. It's perception. So if you decide, to be, if you are gay or transgender or lesbian or whatever like that, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, it's all about perception.
Perception.
That's your sexual lifestyle, your sexual preference. Other than that, it doesn't take away from what type of person you are,
who you are, what you do.
That is the choice that you decided to make.
Yeah.
So with that being said, we are so caught up into perception. This is where you talking about bullying takes place. This is where you fear, you know what I'm saying, being honest, shaming, being honest with your family. This is where some people even resort to suicide because they cannot handle what people may feel about them or say about them or whatever. So this is a whole new age right now. It's pretty much, getting to the point where it's accepted. You see it now and every film and every movie, every commercials, this, that,
kids
whatever
shows.
Like that. Yeah. I mean, they.
But
they
I'm riding with Buck,
big,
though, man.
Yeah, but so that's what I'm saying. So like Buck, if that really did happen, I mean, there's too much. There's so much out there that kind of links it that maybe he did get down. If he didn't, he didn't. If he did, he did. You know what I'm saying? My whole thing is we gotta get to the point to where we're not lying about it.
Yeah, exactly. It's his business, but don't like Storm said, don't lie about it.
But it makes you wonder how did. Now listen, I heard in the interview with the young lady that she got a book coming out. All this could have been set up. And first of all, even with the video, and I think you got it, the video we're gonna show you. It's not definitive. The only reason they're saying it's definitively Buck, or they think that it's Buck, is because of the jacket. You understand what I'm saying? They seen that jacket, and they allegedly in another video or something, they seen him wearing that jacket before.
Who shot the video?
But exactly, that's why I said I'm riding with Buck on this. Yeah, only because I'm like, bro, that him. P, look, if you get another dude that's my weight size and put on a Steeler jacket and it's from the back. I'm not calling nobody up talking about, can you please take this down? Yo, you're hurting people. Well, that's true too. If it ain't me, the call is, yo, listen.
We got a clip.
I'm going to tell you one time. Stop saying that that's me. You can leave it up because it ain't me. I ain't worried about it. But that's what my conversation is going to be. Yo, man, stop. Don't play with me. Stop telling people that's me. Not, please take it down because it's going to hurt people. And it sounds suspect. And then the other thing was we'll look at. I want to bring one other thing up, but let's look at the clip and y'all put.
Yeah, we can play. Let me see which one you want.
We're just going to hear it though, right? They're not going to hear it.
No, I play that one.
That's the apology, or him trying to get a taken off.
Is to take it down and issue a statement saying, look, I'm beyond sorry, I lied on this man, whatever it is, and then I'll deal with it from your end and respecting the realness from you, because I know you didn't expect that this hurt, but niggas is getting shot at this point. So if you can do that in respect to me, my children.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a desperate cry for, like,
next one.
I'm just trying to figure out why you choose to play, though. That shit ain't cool, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm out here going through real life shit, and I'm sitting here keeping it so real with you after all these years, telling you I'm going through some shit. I want to see you. You telling me to come to town. I'm coming to your city, wasting my money. No, listen to me, man. Just listen to me. I'm wasting my time, wasting my money. I'm not recording you.
All right. It's hurt, but niggas is getting shot at this point.
I'm just trying to figure out.
So this goes to show. Go ahead. Yeah, one more.
Are getting hurt. Bullets are flying at this point. This shit down and stop this shit, man.
Am I talking to you only, or are you the only one?
Yeah. You talking to me only, nobody else on this phone, man. Please don't have me recorded. I don't know what games. Man, can you take this down and issue some type of retract statement saying that it was made up, it was not, something, because it's getting people hurt. People are about to get hurt outside of you. It's bigger than you when it comes to me.
I understand that.
Alright, so if you can please just take this down, issue a retract statement, and it's gonna kill a lot of shit, because people are getting hurt. Bullets are flying at this point. This shit down and stop this shit. Getting hurt.
You know what's crazy? How is she, like, so Buck in the background talking, how is she asking him, is somebody else on the line? But yeah, she recording him.
She playing the game. She playing the game.
She already told him
everyone has tried
but see, this is how you know that
gotten someone back. Everyone has been hurt. Everyone has been played, and not to say that it's right, but at the end of the day, everyone handles situations differently. And what's up with all these bitches claiming, oh, you want to know the truth about situations and shit like that? Anyway, you don't want to know the truth, because here you go, want to bash me about motherfucking putting someone's business out there, but you don't even know the story. And wouldn't you want to know about a motherfucking guy that's playing you or running around living a double life on you? Wouldn't you want to know that?
Yeah. See, my thing.
So all you bitches with these double standards, just get the fuck out of here. So all you bitches with these.
Okay.
All right. My thing is, like I said, if it's not you, and if what's being said is not real, you're not gonna make a plea like that. Like, listen to the way that he is pleading to her. He's not pleading to her in a manner like, yo, man, like, stop tarnishing my name on these streets. You know what I'm saying? He's like, no, like, please, like, my family and like, you can see it, you can hear it in his voice. In a weird way, he hear it also protecting her. In a weird way, it sounded like he's kind of saying, please do this, or something might even happen to you, and I don't want that to happen. In a weird way. Think about that.
You're right.
I don't know.
But my thing is this, like I said, if it is what it is, like it is what it is, dude. Like at the end of the day, if that's who you are, be who you are. Like people need to stop pretend, not just in the industry, but it's in life, but mostly in this entertainment industry. People need to stop pretending that they are this, that, and the third, and just be who you are. Period. At the end of the day,
I agree.
Be who you are. Like what you like. Do what you do. If that's what you do, hey, listen. If you like it, I love it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't got nothing to do with me. Do your thing. But you can't do something and then turn around and be ashamed of it later. You can't.
Especially today.
You can't be like, oh no, we can't let nobody know that, because you know the way things are today, and you are in the industry. You are a name that is known, so you know. You kept saying, please don't record me. Why are you saying that? Because it's happened to you before. You know what people do, so you don't put yourself in those situations that you got to worry about whether or not you're being recorded. What you saying.
He should have just met up with her again, like he does.
Yeah, but see, the thing is,
nobody.
He figured the heat is on, so he know people are watching because of it, so he didn't want no pictures now. So you saying that it ain't true, but here I got a picture of you with her.
Meet me at such and such. Blah blah blah. Blah. That's what he said, and be like, look, yo, could you just, I got a career, I got this. You know how the hip hop industry is, whatever you want to say to her. You know what I'm saying? Because think about it. When the last time anybody brought a Frank Ocean album or single? Okay, when the last time Frank Ocean been on the charts? All right. So my whole thing is, you know how the industry get down when it comes to things like that. It's still not accepted all the way.
It's still taboo.
Women, it is.
Women. Nobody cares. Nicki could talk about it all day. Cardi could talk about it all day. They don't care when it comes to women. When it comes to men,
it's a problem.
In hip hop, you know what I'm saying? Talking about that stuff in that lifestyle, nobody rocking with that. So it's still not accepted, even in the world we live in, with the skinny jeans and
you want to know what's the worst part about all that?
The open chest vests that all these cats wearing, whatever, is still not accepted.
What's the worst part about all this?
Just
that is that a lot of these jokers have to perform gay acts on a man to even get in this industry right now. You need to do that up front. I'm just keeping it real. You ain't got to touch it. I'm gonna put it out there. It's been said by a lot of these jokers. Oh, I had to do such and such and such and such.
The dude from
to get B2K to get a deal. Like come on,
they got what's name blackballed. What's his name? From the father from Everybody Hates Chris.
Terry Crews.
Terry Crews. Yeah, got him blackballed. Because he came forward and said he was approached a man, grabbed him. Grabbed his crotch. An agent, a high profile agent.
Yep.
I think Jewish guy, whatever the case may be, grabbed his crotch, whatever like that.
Seen him
and he came forward and he spoke about it.
Yep.
And he was like, "Hey, me too." He rocked that hashtag me too.
Yeah.
And then when he spoke about it, they shut him down. So he was supposed to be in a new movie. He was supposed to be in the Expendables, the new Expendables, and everything.
2 or 3 of them. Yeah.
And
they cut him out of it.
Cut him out of it.
Wow.
They cut him out of it.
Damn.
And this is the backlash he got for coming forward, saying that he was violated by a man. So,
and he's one of the major characters in the movie.
Here's what you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying, in this world. So you remember when they said Eddie Murphy got caught?
Yeah. They did.
With a transgender, whatever.
A couple of times.
He had enough money to shut that down. People got quiet about it.
That's a good point.
So that how many movies he made? He made Mad Nutty Professors and Extra Clumps.
That's a good point.
He said Extra Clumps.
Some of them corny ass movies that we seen whatever for the kids, whatever that he did.
Yeah.
But he still survived it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He survived that. He had the right power.
Married a fine woman
to shut that down. Got pregnant with her. He shut all them rumors down.
But even if you look at her, as fine as she is, she looks like she could have been a man. If you look at her in the face,
who
Eddie's wife now?
No, the one that divorce, that
the one that was messing with
bring
Floyd.
that money back.
That straight
Timothy Beverly said, "Bring that money back."
Yeah.
I'll tell you something else too, man. It's prevalent. Like, not trying to be funny, we can name plenty of names of these transgender. Teddy Pendergrass. That's what got him in that.
That's what they
accident.
say.
Really?
Allegedly.
I mean, yeah. Listen, man. My whole thing is this: is as politically correct as society is now. It'll never happen. Y'all made sense to me. Y'all talked me out of it because at first I was like, it might behoove Buck to be the first woman. He might make money, but because he's got the hard image, it'll never go through.
Is he making money now? I mean, no, and I mean that in the sense to where is he hot in the streets right now?
I don't even think he cares
without
about that.
this.
I think he cares more about his street credibility and image,
because
he is at you know, that's what he's worried about.
50 clowning
He's
him.
not exactly. He's not worried about whether he's charting or not. He's worried about, yo, my whole life can change if this gets out and people believes it. People think that I'm this guy.
Is he married?
I think
Good
he's
question. Nah,
he
got kids.
He said
though.
something about kids. So I don't know if he's married or not.
All right.
But
All right, and his kids.
Kids, that's valid.
See, that's valid because the kids got to wear that in school.
Yeah,
and when they go, you know what I'm saying, around that peer pressure and the bullying and the whole nine, whatever the case may be. So, I mean, my thing is, bruh, listen, and I think we talked about that on the show this morning, whatever. Sometimes, or maybe, no, that was the day before, but we got to stop putting ourselves in a position to have to fight our way out of a bag that we put our own self in.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Put ourselves in a position where we got to fight our way out of the bag that we put ourselves in, just because you know we weak to certain pleasures.
Yeah.
And my whole thing is let's keep it 100, whether it be drugs or whatever the case may be. So Mac Miller put himself in a position because he overdosed on drugs. Mm-hmm. He probably just wanted that high. Yeah. That ultimate high.
Yeah, no, more and more.
Which led to the ultimate end.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, and think about anybody right now, somebody that catches AIDS, somebody that do this, whatever like that, and they catch it through unprotected sex or whatever like that. That person put themselves in that position. Yeah. And this is what I'm saying. This is with any of us that take the chance and like, you know what, I'm going to gamble. I like doing this, even though I know I shouldn't be doing it. I'm gonna do it. True. And then when they get locked up, or they get caught out there, or they get some type of disease, or they get whatever like that, they're like, and they want that compassion from everybody. But you technically really put yourself in that position.
Yeah, and you know, you're right.
You know, so young Buck, because we don't know, but from what we hearing with the recordings and all of this, with this transgender person, Glam or whatever her name is, bro, you put yourself in that position.
Yeah, man.
Because you did. Because if you didn't put yourself in that position, you wouldn't be calling her saying, "Can you retract your statement? Exactly. Can you do this or whatever?"
That's like a good point. Because if it was like, if you're accused falsely, you're gonna be upset.
Yes, that's
you're
what
gonna be going
that's what I'm saying. Exactly.
As opposed to that, so
stop putting us. We gotta stop putting ourselves in certain positions, man. Where, you know, and the same thing we talked about it with Cosby, with MJ, with R. Kelly, with all these cats. Like, you put yourself in a position, and now you trying to backpedal your way out of it and everything in the first place. Now, MJ, if you never had kids in your bed, regardless whether you did something with them or not, whatever like that, you wouldn't have been in a position to get charged and you know what I'm saying, for these allegations to come forward. You should have just kept kids out of your bed. Do I think he's a pedophile? I don't think so. My personal heart.
No, I don't think so either.
And R. Kelly, same thing, bruh. You know what I'm saying? You put yourself in a position.
Too late for him too.
Yeah, it's too late. You put yourself in a certain position now. Look what you got. You got to wear that.
Now, one other thing too, and I know we can ready to roll out. I know.
Yes.
Did you guys hear anything about this Mary J. Blige and Faith?
Yeah, I heard a little something.
I heard something. I don't know the story.
All right,
I'm not sure.
And I didn't. We'll discuss it. I want to do more research on it because I didn't believe it at first, but someone on my Facebook said it's actually true. Also, I ended up, my wife, she was, and it was one of them things where you come in, And I'm like, what are you doing downstairs? And she watching the damn TV down in the basement. I'm like, you need to take your ass upstairs and watch TV. But anyway, I digress. She was watching the Girls of Rock or something like that. It was on BET. All right, this is Will talking. I got a question. I wanted to bring this question to Dawu, but it's we as black people can name our shows anything. People, Black Girl, name of the show, Black Girl Rock. I thought it was a great show, great performance. They had a bunch of black ladies. They honored black ladies, some of which I never heard of before, other ones I did. And this is a true thing. It was funny to me. So I said to PM, I was like, if a white man gives a show and says white girls rock, would we be mad? And PM said something that's kind of funny. She said, well, they already got their shows. And I was like, said the Oscars, the Tonys. And I was like,
well, she's right.
I started thinking about that. I was like,
She's
you know what?
correct.
You're right. But if they did do that, if they honored their own people or whatever, do we got a right to be angry if they don't put us in there? Like, there was no white performers in there at all.
They do it already, so no. I mean, it is what it is.
That's why. Okay, I just wanted. I'm just being objective and asking both sides of the fence. Because if I was white and I figured there's got to be some white person somewhere that Christina Aguilera that sings kind of black. I looked in that crowd. There might have been white, but there was no white performers honoring these black women. I think it would be more balanced if they find somebody to come and do that. Is that just foul?
Black Girls Rock.
Yeah.
Do we have to include
Exactly.
Not to be honored. The Black Girls Rock
others,
but have them come out,
everything.
other cultures come out to pay respect and homage. I don't think nothing's wrong with that. Back in times when there's kings and queens, if another culture came and honored that queen or that princess that's coming up, what's wrong with that?
You look at the Country Music Awards, right?
Exactly.
So look at the country music. So the same thing what you just described. Yeah, there was white people out in the audience and black girls who rock, whatever, but there was none of them out performing or whatever. So majority of the time, besides I'm talking, forget Hootie and the Blowfish or whatever, and that's back in the day. Hootie, because that's the only
one that you know.
Or Aaron Neville, or whatever, just the regulars or whatever, like besides Aaron Neville and this, whatever like that. So you don't see that's not that prevalent on the country and music awards or whatever like that.
But
that's
Storm,
that's their thing.
The only difference, I get what you're saying, but it's being honored. If Elton John was at the Kennedy Center, right? You will see he's being honored that time. It's not just like a regular award show. I get that. Like, you ain't gonna see too many white people at the Soul Train Awards. I get that. But this show was honoring Aretha Franklin, Mary J. Blige, and all I'm saying is no other cultures like them.
Black Girls Rock.
The name says
so here's my thing. It's not black girls and two white girls rock.
Exactly.
No,
exactly.
But you're missing the point.
It's not a diss. And see, here's the thing.
You don't have to have inclusion in everything.
Just because black people take pride in being black, it doesn't mean they're racist because they're proud of their culture.
Exactly.
Just like when Italians have the Italian festival,
exactly.
Right?
Yes.
So there's Italian festivals all over, right?
Got you.
Every city got the Italian festival, whatever, right? So what's that? Italians are celebrating their heritage and their culture.
Exactly.
Now, they didn't say this is the Italian festival, but if you're not Italian, stay the hell out of our festival.
Exactly.
It doesn't read that. So
exactly.
I rolled up
I have too.
And got me a cannoli and a gazzoli or whatever, and rode got on the ride and everything, got some meatballs and this whatever, and I ate and I had a great time. And this the same thing. If we had a soul food festival, white people could come, Italian people, whatever, like that.
Yeah.
The thing is, us loving us doesn't mean we hate others.
Exactly.
And that's what we got to get used to as a people. So if we had Black Girls Rock and there was no Caucasian women performing on the stage and up there talking and speaking about an interest and bringing us on or whatever like that, no, we we rock with y'all in other things. This is our thing right now.
I get it.
I respect that.
The term Black Girls Rock was mainly for in other words, the black girls that rock were the ones that were being honored. That's what the term is for.
They're saying black girls rock. Period.
You still name the show Black Girls Rock. I get that. I get it. But damn it, I'm just saying.
Aretha Franklin, up there.
Aretha Franklin rocks. Mary J. Blige rock. Black girls. They all are black. There's not a white girl in that mix saying black and white girls rock. No, we're still honoring the 5 or the 10 or 20 black girls that rock that came up. You're honoring them, but can you have a white girl come up and sing Mary J. Blige song?
No.
You know why?
That's what I'm saying. That you get what I'm saying?
You just make it girls rock.
It's a thing where African American women are coming together and saying that we don't need nobody else to validate us but us. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, we don't need nobody to validate us but us.
Exactly.
For this, we don't hate nobody else, but for this, we don't need anybody. So my whole thing is if they had Aryan Nation rocks,
exactly,
none of us is.
I got you.
You might be serving the food.
That's fair.
I ain't doing that either.
We might be cleaning up
unless it's poison.
We might be cleaning up the floors. But if they had the Aryan Nation rocks or whatever like that, none of us is going to be seen on that stage. We're not going to be presenting no awards.
That's true.
None of that. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is everybody got their thing. It's okay to have your thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, okay, we don't have to include, and that's the whole thing. Think about it.
You don't have to have inclusion
That's true.
in everything.
There's a reason why we have to have black entertainment television.
Exactly.
Right? Because other than that, it would just be television. Why couldn't it just be another network?
That's true.
Feel me? So we have to have black entertainment television or BET Her. We have to have all these things for a reason because we know where to go to look at content that's for us. That's for us, right? To have content shows that appeal to us, right? So now, granted, there's certain things that crosses that barrier. So when you get a Cosby show that's on NBC, who looks at NBC? Us, them,
everybody, all the cultures. I got
them, right? So everybody, that was a show for everybody. Caucasians love that show. Cosby Show, we love that show. You get a show like my Kids and Wife or whatever like that. Different kids, everybody, that's on ABC. When you put it on the major networks, Fox had Martin, that crossed certain boundaries and everything. So what I'm saying is, when you know you're going to BET, you know you're getting a certain type of content that's just geared towards who?
Gotcha.
It's geared towards us.
And shout out, they got a great show I do want to see. Honey, check the concept out and then we can close out. Cedric has got a new show coming to Just See It.
Cedric the Entertainer?
Cedric the Entertainer.
No.
It's basically an all-black neighborhood and the white family moves in. The ritzy, white family moves into that. And I think that's hilarious because now all genius. The black people are looking at the white people like, what are you doing here? I think that's kind of cool. Now, hopefully it'll do well, but you know how they do. TV shows.
Look at Blackish. Blackish cross boundaries, right?
Yeah.
So Blackish is on ABC and ABC major network because they have Roseanne and all of that, and ABC network is owned by Disney. So they was hoping that Roseanne did well. You know what I'm saying? And
she
then,
killed that.
Then she killed us. She shot herself in the foot. And they're trying to bring it back now.
Are you serious?
They're bringing it back now without Roseanne. They're trying to make that work.
Have a Roseanne
because
show
they're going to call it the Connors.
Oh my God.
Roseanne, because it's Roseanne Connors. They're going to call it the Connors. So they're trying to bring that back. So but ABC has Blackish, right? They got Blackish, and the demographic that watches that is Caucasians and African Americans and Latinos and whatever. Like a little bit of everybody watches Blackish. So that's what I'm saying now with Black Girls Rock. That's on BET, Black Entertainment Television. That like they don't feel the need to have
people perform.
Caucasian get up there and perform and represent Aretha Franklin or whatever.
Thank you.
Now Ramona Woods. I'm gonna read this real quick, Ramona, and then we're gonna check out. She said it was created really to honor the black woman who contributed to the grass root efforts in African American community.
Hey, Ramona. See you
They
tomorrow.
probably didn't have many people write in this year, those organizations that didn't get recognized. But I'll say it was a great show, and there was a lot of black women that I didn't even really know about, bro. And they even had one of the more talented writers that wrote, I forgot her name, but she was gay. And shout out to her. And MC Light.
Shout out to
I
Light.
saw Light
Congrats
in
on her marriage.
Light was in
she got married?
a show or
Yeah,
something. I
cool
can't
dude.
remember what she was in. Light was in Power. I think the
Yes.
last episode of Power.
She
I thought
played-
that was cool.
I think she played like a prosecutor or attorney or something.
Yeah, it was pretty good. So, all right, man. That's what's up.
No doubt. And
Yeah,
shout out to
great
how
show.
Power ended, man.
I didn't see that.
How Power ended.
We'll save Pete. Don't want to know.
Yeah.
But I had an argument with that, but we'll have to talk
Really?
about it later. I had a beef with someone, but P, I ain't gonna mess up. You got to record it somewhere, P.
No, well, I'll just go. And
Yeah,
watch
you can
it.
see it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna mess it up for you.
So you just didn't see the last episode?
I didn't see none of it. I didn't see none of the season.
Oh,
at all.
so you
You
gotta,
ain't seen no
so
season.
you got to binge watch, bro.
Yeah, I
you got to
gotta binge
catch up.
watch.
Yeah, I thought. Do I think
I know
it,
what's
it left
somebody
you?
got shot.
Yeah, it left you hanging.
Brilliantly though.
Yeah, I think the writers. I'm gonna say this. Let me say this. The writers over there at Power at Stars is some incredible writers.
Agreed.
The way they left
Yo,
the last
salute.
season off was same thing like
Agreed.
that. Like
Yo, but
Coach.
there's some incredible. There's an incredible writing team. Power is a very good show. It's modern day, of course. Soap opera, how they put it together.
Agreed.
Whatever.
Yeah.
My problem with the Empires, even the
Does
Black.
Empire even come on anymore?
Yeah, it's coming back.
Oh, no.
And even Black Lightning, right? I got into the show.
Yeah, Black
Yeah,
Lightning
you
was
can
dope.
Listen,
When's that coming
let
out?
me tell you what
911.
it's coming out in October.
Okay.
Let me tell you what I hate now about all these shows, Power,
Mm-hmm.
Empire, whatever like that. They take too damn long to come back.
Yeah, same
So-
thing. Like
so-
Luke Cage. Luke
Yeah.
Cage took like almost 2 years
My-
to come back, and now it's over again. Like I binge watched the whole thing when it came out.
But this is no. It turns certain viewers off. Like
Yeah,
it turned
no,
me off.
definitely, yeah.
Like a minute to come out. I was in the Empire for a minute. I used to watch that because I could
That's
relate
true.
to a lot of the music industry stuff, whatever. And then I got so turned off. It took so long to come back. The
Yeah,
Power's
you
not
forget
coming
about
back
it. Yeah.
till next year. So you're gonna forget about it.
Wow.
The
Next
excitement
year.
is going or whatever like that. I think they need to work on a better system.
Yeah.
To whereas maybe they give you like a 3-month break.
yeah, and then
Or whatever,
yeah.
and get everybody in there, write that content,
That
and
money,
get it out
let's
there.
get it. Yeah, and shout out to LeBron, man. I saw that first episode of The Barbershop. It's deep, and what makes it deep is they really talking for real.
He got a show.
Yeah, it's like a talk show where
Oh, I
he's
know
sitting.
that.
It's a barbershop. Like
Okay.
they talking about, like one of the topics was the fact that black athletes have to basically, he was saying they got more tap dancing to do than the white athlete. So in other words, LeBron has to be extremely careful with what he says and what he portrays, more so than say Tom Brady
That's a fact.
or what's your name?
No,
man?
You read the microscope.
That was it. Yes.
No, always like that, man. Interesting show, man. I felt
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was
man.
on the
The Man
Make
Cave
It
show?
Evening Show.
That was all right.
The hip hop version.
Yeah,
Yo,
the
and I
hip-hop
commend
version.
y'all, man. Y'all like when I stop at the house, I got a break or whatever between. I'm always checking it out. The show is fire. I love it. I love the format and I love the honesty that y'all give. So I did want to compliment you on that in person.
Salute.
Man. That's a great
Salute.
show.
Oh, no doubt.
As all BKS1 shows are good, but the
Yeah,
Man
man.
Cave Morning Show, it hits. It's in it because everything in the morning is kind of like people. Believe it or not, the morning serves more prime time. More people do things in the morning
Yeah.
now than they do at night. It used to
Yeah.
be 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock at night. But people are working and doing so many different things at night. The dynamic has changed. In the morning, you're getting up, you're getting the kids ready. You got to watch this. It's lunchtime. You need this, you need that. And the topics are banging, man. Y'all had a great topic the other day. It was good. It was funny. So the show is phenomenal.
Thank
It's
you.
phenomenal.
Appreciate that, bro. All right, y'all know what it is, man. Live in the Cipher show, man.
Another great show.
We'll be
As
back
always.
on Live in the Cipher next week, man. Again, we brand ourselves as the most intelligent hip hop show,
Period.
on the net.
Yeah.
So tune into the Live in the
in the
Cipher,
world.
get to know it, and if you missed it, just share it out with people so they can catch this again. Whatever, we know it's late at night or whatever, but we will see y'all next Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. See you in the morning. Man Cave Morning Show. He's gonna get some sleep. I'm gonna get some sleep.
Yeah. We'll back at it.
We'll be back at it in the morning. Tomorrow, kiss, woo. See y'all in the morning, man. We out. Peace.
Peace.
Like a mother.
I kept that beat running. Yo, man, it's got to be that real hip hop feel, man. Get these levels right. All right, something like. You will now go back to when rap music had hard beats. When it was called hip hop.
Live in the Cipher. Wednesday night, gotta get it right. Live in the Cipher, chills on the mic. You got cash, I'm worth it, pay me. You can't outfox me, so say that for Jamie. BKS1Radio.com. Hot like fire, kids, so ring me along. Got the industry corner with our own damn opinions. No Serato, it's authentic. When late night is spinning, the truth, the real. Hip hop ain't dead, and if it was, we resurrected it. It's back to the essence, the bare essential. Storm Norm is the leader, we call him the general. Smooth P and Ghost, we rate and review. So if you're scared to spit the 16, don't come through. Ooh. Represent the real hip hop. Represent the real hip hop. Represent the real hip hop. Make sure you tune in every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for the hottest hip hop show on the net. Live in the Cipher, baby. You got my man, Chill Mr. Keep It Real. Ladies love Smooth P. Short Fuse, DJ Late Night, and your man, Storm Norm the General on BKS1Radio.com, where we represent the real hip hop.